Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the New York Jets. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Anderson. We'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And some room to work. And that's going to be another good run on 1st down. This one goes for 14 as he is eating them up here to begin the drive. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
Cut 19. 19 right.
Now Anderson. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
When you talk about this Jets defense,
they really played well in that win last week against Miami.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun. I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Darren Hall. And the Jets are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. Open man downfield is Davis. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Gabriel Davis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start. Is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. You talk about this Jets defense. They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. To throw is Wilson. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Oh, and an injured member of the offense there. It's the quarterback, Zach Wilson, in some distress. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he fields it cleanly. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into 1st downs and hopefully points.
Ready! Shot alert! Shot alert!
on the toss. They run wide side with McCaffrey. Takes this to the 27, given 4 yards.
Stephanie! 19 tight, 19 tight.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Trap 60, trap 60.
Anderson taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. He gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Now it's Rodgers. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
Hey, 88.
Rodgers now to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use...
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Jets are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff-worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. The Jets are 5-4 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in field.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, 49 yards. And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Let's go now.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Anderson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Straight ahead is Hall. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. 46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Now inside the 25. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Chris Claybrooks. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Jets. McLaughlin for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Dragon 60.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Third down and 6. Looking to throw. Anderson. He's got his target. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
McCaffrey following the penalty. Fights through him. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Rolling to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Ayuk going to go in motion right. Here's Anderson on 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And it's a fumble. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead. And it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. 2nd and short now following the fumble. A handoff left. McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Moody good with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll get it up to the 43-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before break. Anderson. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. 97 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
He finds his man, complete. That's back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. On play action, now Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Second down and 6 now. Back to throw. Anderson. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
To throw is Anderson from the gun on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make forward a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Niners are an extra point away from drawing level. Now Moody for the PAT. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it first and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Rodgers will try again on second down. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
This defense has passed its first two tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Here's the Jets punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is fielded at the 27. Shoves him aside. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 33-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Michael Clemens there to make the tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Jermaine Johnson able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play. But the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit, too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one everywhere he looked. someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. On play action, Rodgers. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. They'll look to set up his blockers. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 35-yard line.
On the jump.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Anderson throwing to start the drive. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come.
Ready up. Cougar 19.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
No, no. Ready.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Ready, set.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Looking to throw. Anderson. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Now Anderson looking to throw on 2nd down. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets 16.
Here we go. First down, San Francisco.
McCaffrey running up the middle. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's 2nd and 7. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. 2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that block. That's big time.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So here we go. It's Jake Moody now in a big spot. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Escaping the pressure right. He's got him in, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That goes for a gain of 31.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Play action supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
3rd and 10.
Excellent. Get 300. Get 300.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Easy.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
This is McCaffrey on the give. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now a give to the big fullback Juszczyk. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
McCaffrey is in. Touchdown 49ers.
Boy, we talk a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
Moody good with the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Claybrooks going to bring this one out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here's first down.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Gonna look deep for Wilson. That's gonna be knocked away and incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
630. 399. 150.
Throwing now is Rodgers.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson.
This is caught inside the 15.
And he will be taken down, but it is a huge play there to flip field position. And they'll be on the other side of the field as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. That one looks like he'll throw here.
That is intercepted. Picked up by Darren Hall. He may go.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a jet touchdown.
They're part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game.
Let's go now.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
That's to McCaffrey, complete. Powering his way forward. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Claybrooks going to bring this one out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Rodgers' throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Rodgers. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice.